The conversation we're going to have now is all about the new patient experience. Now, let me make sure you understand. The new patient experience is a system from Levine Group that starts with the very first phone call until the new patient is presented and accepts or declines treatment. We call that the new patient experience. Included within the new patient experience is the new patient phone call, the new patient confirmation, and something very unique, the new patient orientation. What we're going to focus on in this conversation is the new patient phone call. And to be very blunt and straightforward, almost all practices do it wrong. We measure a target at Levine Group of how many people call, how many people schedule, how many people show up, and how many people accept treatment. Most doctors have no clue as to the statistics or targets on that information. And because of that, they're not working to improve it. Many front desk people get phone calls from potential new patients but never schedule them. And now we've got all kinds of tricks and gimmicks and things you're supposed to say that are not value-oriented, and they're not sincere just to get people to schedule. Well, instead, we use an interpersonal and human relations approach using psychology to work with the new patient caller to embed value so they make an appointment, they show up, and they accept treatment. As I like to say, all selling begins with the first phone call. So let's break down that first phone call. And believe me, your practice is probably doing it wrong. Right now you might feel a little defensive. No, my person's been here for 10 years. But I'm telling you, having done hundreds of role plays, your practice is probably doing it wrong. We've had the benefit of seeing literally thousands of clients, and I've never seen a practice that has what we're about to call value creation scripting. We're taking our scripting from basic function, get the patient scheduled, to value creation. So imagine the phone call like this. The phone rings and you answer it. Thank you for calling. This is Dr. Smith's office. This is Julie speaking. How may I help you? Right there, huge psychology. We start by using the words thank you. We want the words thank you used at least 3 times in the new patient call. It shows appreciation. We tell them where they've called. It's Dr. Smith's office. But then we give our name. This is Julie or Joni or Sally or Sam. We make it personal. One of my favorite sayings about patients is make it personal. And then we say, how may I help you? Not how can I help you, but how may I help you? Because may means I want to and can means I have to. The caller responds, they want to come in for a cleaning as a new patient, and most people jump right to the calendar, right to the schedule. Now you're a number, let me get you on the books, or a computer, or whatever we mean. And instead, when the person says, this is so-and-so, I'd like to make an appointment for a cleaning, a word I hate actually, but we hear it all the time, we say, I am delighted that you called. Delighted is a power word. It creates energy. We want to create energy in that phone call. In fact, one of the rules at Levine Group in our value creation scripting is every patient will leave a phone call or live visit with more energy than they came with. That's a fantastic rule because energy is contagious, and then they really want to be with you and be part of you. So we say, I am delighted that you called. You may be the only person delighted that week to hear from this human being, or at least tells them that. I'm delighted that we called. Who may we thank for referring you? There's may again, and there's thank again. Shows appreciation. Who may we thank for referring you? Now we're going to learn a little bit about the patient. Oh, Bill Jones referred me. And then we say, oh, Mr. Jones, he is a wonderful patient. Wonderful is another power word, an energizing word. He is a wonderful patient. In fact, we treat the entire family. I only say that if it's true, and to the best of my knowledge, that's not a HIPAA violation, but you can decide. Then we say, well, let's find a convenient time for you. But we use the word convenient or convenience also at least 3 times when we are scheduling. We're trying to tell this caller, we're going to make this easy for you. One of my favorite sayings about dental practices is whoever makes it easiest wins, and is probably true for any business. We then give the patient 2 appointment choices. Most people say things like, when would you like to come? Is there a good day for you? Is there a time you prefer? Those are ridiculous. I mean, in this conversation, let's call it like it is. That's ridiculous because no matter what they pick, you probably won't have that time available. So what we want to do is give them two choices. Levin Group has a group of adult learning specialists, master's degrees in adult learning, that have taught us this psychology and how adults learn. If you give a person two choices, they pick the better choice. If you give them one choice, their mind goes to the ideal. Would you like a blue jacket or a red jacket? My favorite color is blue. I always want the blue jacket. But if I say, would you like a red jacket or green jacket, you'll pick the one that's more appealing to you. You get the patient scheduled, and then most people ask for a bunch of information and get off the phone. We don't do that. We recommend the next words are, let me tell you a little bit about our practice. And then we write a 40-second custom script for our clients. It's called the transfer of trust. You see, when we said that Bill Jones was a patient and the family came here, that's called building a confidence factor. Now we're engaging in what's called the transfer of trust. We're going to transfer trust from the person on the phone to the doctor. And we talk about the doctor, and we talk about the staff, and we talk about the technology and how great this office is. And people love this because they're going to become part of a new healthcare practice, and they want to know they're going to have a high-quality experience in every sense of the word. From there, we ask them, will you be using any dental insurance so that we can be fully prepared for you? Whether you participate or not, you want to know, and that's a benefit statement when we say so that we can be fully prepared for you. One rule of value creation scripting is make it about them. The value has to be transferred to the patient and, in this case, the caller. We then go through a number of other areas, like we explained the confirmation call as a reminder service, as a service for you. Once again, it's about you. And then, without going through all the detail, because this is not meant to be a training session but a conversation, we end with the following words every time. Thank you so much for calling. There's thank you again. Once again, my name is Julie. Remind them who you are. Make it personal. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Thank you again for calling. Once again, my name is Julie. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Wow, what a wonderful part of the new patient experience. Keep in mind, this is one step out of about 71 steps and 68 scripts, but I have to tell you, it's a powerful one. I wish you the best of luck with this. If you have any questions, feel free to look at the other resources on the Levin Group website.